the word like scalable or scaling has such like bad connotations. We have a guy called Joe Pearson that works close with us, and he's on the CrossFit seminar staff, and he actually said this to me of like the bad connotations, and scaling can like mean up and down. There'll be a class workout, and I'll even jump in on a couple of class workouts when I'm finished with comp, and he will scale for the best and scale for the rest. Like I could come in and there's a class workout up. There is an intended stimulus with that workout. If Joe thinks, or any coach thinks, like for me to get that stimulus, I need to scale up and make it harder, then we do that. Then for someone else who maybe is just getting involved, like if it's scaling down to meet that stimulus, then trust that coach in doing that. Because like you said, you're going to get something out of it. When I think, especially in CrossFit a lot, like you come in and you see the word RX and I want to do the deadlifts at that weight, but I know it's just going to turn into crap down the line. Like it's just not worth it. So I would say don't think scale has like a bad connotation. It's up and down for either end of the spectrum. Sleep hygiene. The amount of times I hear of people like want to get stronger, yet they're sleeping 4 hours a night. And I get like, someone could watch this video and be like, it's easy for you to say, you don't have kids. And I get that. And also 7 hours might work for someone and 9 hours might work for someone. And I think trying to find like a good sleep hygiene that works for you, trying to like make the best of what you've got with what situation you have. But I definitely think there are areas that people could tidy up on that. So sleep, you can't out-train a bad diet. Like, let's be honest. It's an argument, and we won't fully go into all of that now, but you can't out-train a bad diet. It doesn't mean, I will say that it doesn't mean you have to track. Like, I'm a bit of a robot. I like to track and have almost like if I know everything's near enough perfect for me, that works for me. There's other people that like to eyeball things. They've got the carb source, they've got some fiber source with like their fruit and veg, and they've got a protein source and fats. Or if that works for you, that's fine. I think opening up your knowledge to it a bit and having a little bit of an understanding. Third thing I would say for maximizing performance, be coachable. We're all guilty of it, of like thinking that we know best. Being coachable and being open-minded to other ideas, I think, is very valuable for maximising performance. Anything quite active, but obviously I'm a bit limited on the things I can do. I like going out on my bike. So just not allowed to crash on that. That's the main thing. So that's quite good fun. But anything quite active, like I'm happy to literally go along with anything. And seeing my mates and loved ones, and I sometimes can just want to almost just sit on the settee and put a film on. And like I said, I like the sort of like contrast therapy. I genuinely like doing that stuff to sort of chill out as well, but sit and do nothing sometimes. But I almost have to be in a state that like hoovering and everything's done. Like I'm a bit like that. I get a bit touchy. So I just almost have to be like nothing, sit there and just watch TV. After the games, I took 4 weeks off. And I went on Netflix and I was like, I've never finished Breaking Bad. Like I've watched it so many times. So I finally finished that. And I don't want to start anything else now because I train so much and doing so much. Like I don't want to like get into something and have my focus taken on that. So I more prefer watching films. But again, that could go all over the place. It could be a rom-com. It could be something action. Anything fat and greasy, honestly. Just dirty, filthy burger, kebab, anything. After the games, I don't know if you know, I went to the games. I don't know if I brought it up. I remember like just wanting to like indulge in that, adding cheese to everything. I was training at box with my girlfriend and I'd be like, let's go to Mackey's after, because like, why not? I can never do this. When you're doing it, it's horrible. It's horrible, But like, I can say I've done it and then I won't do it for another year. I used to like follow quite a lot of rugby, and I probably don't follow it as much. Or I definitely don't follow it as much as I used to. Probably because I used to miss it and wish I was sort of playing still, but not enough to stop what I was doing. So I don't watch loads, but I can almost appreciate it if it's on. Like when the Euros was on, I would watch that. I don't really play football or know anything about the players, but I can appreciate it. And when we were in Texas, like the Olympics was on, so we were watching a lot of the track and field events, and I can just sort of appreciate anything and know a few names of people, follow them on Instagram and stuff. So anything and everything really. Probably again getting hung up by like like especially in CrossFit, they see RX and they want to do it at that, and they're not necessarily meeting the stimulus. Maybe perhaps not having like a reality check of the things that they're bad at, and maybe certainly like thinking more is better, like volume, doing more is good and stuff like that. Like I remember there was a young lad that actually messaged me when I qualified for the games. It was a really nice message, and then he said like he's like looking into doing, and I just said just like make sure you enjoy it, because I've like had a lot of fun leading up to it, and I'm gonna have a lot of fun. And you know, I didn't take myself too seriously. There's parts along the way where I've learned stuff. I'm like, hey, I won't do that again. I'm going to do this. And yeah, I enjoyed it the whole time. I haven't taken myself, too seriously. And so, I would say like enjoy it, and also have a wider look on things, like take like playing rugby and socializing and drinking, right? My mates love it. Like they do it every weekend and whatnot. And I'm like, you can do that for the rest of your life. Like, but at the same time, you need to do those things as well. Don't, everything in proportion. Yeah. So don't take yourself too seriously. Have fun with it all. I'm going to break his heart. I feel like it's me. He's a right little short ass, isn't he? Who is Craig?